we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin, escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On 3rd down, Griffin. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Griffin. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Griffin. Open man, that's Tillman. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now it's Griffin. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. York able to send this one through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the...
He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Herbert powering up the middle. The strong running. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Griffin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 20-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And again, it's Chubb. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Griffin's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A give running right is Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Griffin to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. the gun, it's Griffin. Flush to his right. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for it, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Now Griffin on 1st down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So he stops for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by a former Washington safety, Sean Taylor. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Gardner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Griffin. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Here's Beckham. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by a former Washington safety, Sean Taylor. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On 1st down, Griffin. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Griffin. He gets it complete to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. A first carry for Najee Harris. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Flushed out right. Completed to Hyatt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Griffin. Got a man. It's Hyatt complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the shotgun, Griffin out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. RG3, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gore. There goes Frank Gore. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. Frank Gore, 70 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and this is now a 1-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now it's Griffin. Being chased out left. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Griffin.
Back. Check 13.
They still can't get him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Young on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's Young on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Young. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3rd and short yardage, Young. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. Bust through the tackle. There goes Frank Gore. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Griffin. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check that, street. Hey, look, 3. He's coming.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and
there he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill. 69 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Griffin will try and throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the commanders jumped. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Griffin. Going deep for Hopkins. How about the... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Young on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Griffin will throw again. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Miami. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run right side, it's Bettis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now a 3rd and 6. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now 2nd and 5. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the former Hurricane great, Frank Gore. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Up the middle they go with Gore. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. An audible here to get a new look. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Hey, check that. Street.
On 2nd down, Griffin. And that is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Griffin. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. DeMarcus Ware drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Tillman going to go in motion right. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll send Kirk in motion right. To throw is RG3. Escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
65. Hey, switch gears. Switch.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. 4th down. Here's RG3. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points? I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now Griffin back into his end zone. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run it with Gore. There he goes, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, it's Gore. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw. Griffin. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Jackson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for him with Griffin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Here's Griffin. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. Once again, Griffin. Jackson's got it over the middle. 2nd down and 6 now. Griffin. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Herbert to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Evans has it left side. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Washington. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
It's over. Let's dominate. Let's go now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin on the move to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
19 right.
Tillman motions to the left. They go play action. Griffin steps away. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's Griffin to throw. Rolling to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by McManus is good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Gore. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here it is. 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Gore. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Another carry now for Gore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's Griffin. this? It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Up the middle they run with Bettis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Bettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. A run right side, it's Bettis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
One last. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Griffin, escaping the pressure right. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Swift. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Swift again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Griffin. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Javon Curse. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Griffin going to keep it himself. Oh, what a move. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Griffin. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 3rd down, Griffin flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Walker now on 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Griffin steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Still needing 10 yards, now it's 3rd down. Here's Griffin to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Here's a diving catch right side. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. In motion left goes a tight end. On first down, it's Gore. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Herbert powering up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Reggie White, what a force, got back there for the sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Forced out to his left. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Griffin's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Now it's Griffin. Steps away. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Griffin eluding the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws, or as you suggested, take off and go, how do you defend that when he's on his game?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the 2nd half on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. They'll go again with Herbert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 56 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now it's Griffin. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Griffin. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Hey, check that, street.
He's checking.
Herbert once more. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give left side here for Herbert. Gets past one man. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff for Herbert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2nd and 5.
Switch.
Go, Rig, go. Hey, smash Bronco. Rig.
They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go with Gore. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Gore is in. Touchdown, Washington. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Here's Griffin. Throw out wide to Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now a handoff for Gore. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Hey, check that, street.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's a give to Herbert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 4. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
This is Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check smash.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st and goal, Gore. And that's a touchdown as they broke.